continue to enhance, maintain positive relationships with all local partners, cooperators, and stakeholders, protect economic, natural, cultural, and heritage resources, and coordinate suppression repair with resource management priorities. Our control objectives have changed. Our new control objective, keep the fire within its current fire perimeter. And now our current situation with night operations.
Good morning, everyone. Abe Forget, Night Operations. Another solid day of work put in yesterday, despite the 107-degree plus temperatures they were seeing out there. Crews were still able to make 500 feet of solid mop-up across the entire fire. In Branch 5, PG&E still had a heavy presence with all the work they're doing, and that's going to be ongoing. Also, they were still finding a couple trees here and there that had smoke and fire inside the trees closer to the line. In FSR, Branch 1 is completed, but in other branches, work is still ongoing. Have a safe shift.
Weather.
Good morning, Jacob Zenker, Incident Meteorologist. Last night we did have some fair RH recoveries that are going to continue to improve over the next few days. And what I really want to emphasize is that while we are slowly heading in the direction of moderation in the temperatures in RH, it's not going to be a lot different out there today than what we had yesterday. So still looking at temperatures that are near 100 degrees, RH around 20. Winds are going to be a lot of the same, mostly westerly at that 4 to 8 mile per hour range, more of a southerly component this morning, and then turns more towards the north heading into the evening. Thanks, and have a great shift.
Fire behavior.
Good morning, Ross Dollarhide, Fire Behavior Analyst. So I want to take a moment and talk about the perceived change. I'm hearing some chatter around base camp that things are going to be cooler, and I think in most people's minds that's translating to improved conditions on the fire line. But it's my job to ratchet us all back to reality. While yes, we are in the first moments of seeing some better weather conditions that will bring that change, today things are going to remain very static to what they've been the last several days. While it's not 111 degrees, 100 degrees is still hot. And all that's bought us on the fire line is we're reducing our probability of ignition from 100% down to 90%. So the fact remains the fines are very receptive. The deep-seated heat that remains out there, those heritage oaks, the gray pines, we're now a week into the incident. They've held on to that heat for this entire time. Watch it, they will come down. Those dozer piles need to be turned up, and that heat needs to be sought out. Shifting our focus to any ignitions outside of the fire perimeter, in an initial attack scenario, please reference your fire behavior forecast for those outputs. But in areas that are influenced by topography, we can anticipate a dangerous rate of spread and difficult suppression efforts. Thank you.
And now our safety message.
Good morning, Tim Trujillo, Gann, Incident Safety. First of all, I want to say thank you. Thank you for everyone who's heard our briefing every day asking you to roll down your sleeves, put on your gloves, drive safely. It hasn't gone unnoticed, so we appreciate it. Today, there'll be some demobes over the next couple of days. So I'm going to ask, as you guys are in base camp, that you slow down, use your spotters when you're backing up, and if you get reassigned to a new incident, provide for safety first.
Now with our incident assignments and roll call, day operations, and our resource unit leader.
Jay Donnell, Resource Unit Leader. For roll call, starting with Branch 1, Boyce. Division Bravo, Watkins. Colvin, Trainee. Division Echo, Axelrod. Bosco, Trainee.
Good morning, Tim Richter, Operations. For Branch 1 today, the priority is going to be getting our Golfs inserted into the ridge line that runs from the reservoir to the east. We'll get an IR flight early this morning and get that product out to you guys as soon as we can.
Branch 5, Kazir. Divisions Hotel and Juliet have been combined. Call sign Hotel. Division Hotel, Holstrom. Jones, Trainee. Cliff, Trainee. Division Lima, Davison. Wecklick trainee.
Branch 5 is going to continue to be the #1 priority for the incident, with emphasis on divisions Juliet and Lima. There's some dozer piles up above Wakima Drive that need to be spread out and mopped up. Last night's shift found some hot spots in there, so we need to get in there and get all that stuff mitigated for the residents that live in that area. Also in Branch 5, PG&E will be working up at Bear Mountain, working down towards Wakima Drive.
Branch 10 has been absorbed into Branch 15. Branch 15, PAC. Divisions Oscar and Quebec have been combined. Call sign Oscar. Division Oscar, Schmidt. Johnstad trainee. Rice trainee. Division Sierra has been combined with Victor. Call sign Sierra. Division Sierra, Graham trainee. Vestal trainee.
And for Branch 15 today, the priority is going to be working deep into Heiser Canyon, getting crews up there, checking that dirty burn one more time, mopping up, getting anything out of that area that we need to. Along with working with FSR, they're going to be working down in Victor and Sierra mainly, so work with those guys as needed.
Fire suppression repair branch. Peterson. Morse trainee. FSR 1, Altamirano. Ellsbury trainee. FSR 2, Beckman. Talamantes trainee.
And for FSR today, they'll be working mainly in Branch 15, working their way into Branch 5. It's been hot and dry today, the last few days out on this incident. Everybody's been doing a great job. This is our day to really get out there and hammer this thing hard so we can get it wrapped up for the unit in the next couple of days and get these folks back to as much as normalcy as possible. So have a great shift and be safe.
Air operations.
Good morning, Tom Swanson, Air Operations. At Columbia Air Tech Base today, we have Cal Fire Hawk 602 available for day hoist, water dropping over the fire if needed, and also initial attack. For night hoist rescue capability, we have SAC Metro Copter 3, which is ALS, based out of the Columbia Helibase. And we also have a UAS module available to meet the IR mapping needs day and night.
Our medical plan with our med unit leader.
Sorry about that. Good morning, Josh Orcutt, Medical Unit Leader. Today we'll be supporting the plan with 12 line EMTs and medics, 2 24-hour camp ambulances, 1 12-hour ambulance available here in camp, 1 REMS team, along with CalMat and MERT. CalMat's located up by the front gate to help you with any of your medical needs. MERT's located back here behind us over by the CR crews. We have switched to your IEP medical plan. You'll see box 6 for any of your inline medical emergencies. Report and injury reporting procedures. Thank you. Have a good day.
Communications.
Good morning, John Brooks, Communications Unit Leader. Today you're going to find your 205 on page 19. Do me a favor and turn there. While you're turning there, just a reminder, we're going to stay on CDF Command 12. You have Tone 2 available to you to the north of the fire and Tone 3 to the south. As you look at that 205 on page 19, you're going to notice there's some channels that have been whited out, if you will. Those channels are still in your radio. I highlight this because we will be releasing those frequencies. So just because you have it in your radio does not mean you can use it. Once it's scratched off the 205, you guys cannot use those channels any longer. For your tactical assignments, Division Bravo will be on VTAC 11. Division Echo, VTAC 12. Division Hotel, VTAC 13. Division Lima, CDF TAC 27. Division Oscar, CDF TAC 29. Division Sierra, CDF TAC 31. Fire Suppression Repair Group 1, CDF TAC 32. And Fire Suppression Repair Group 2 on CDF TAC 34. Thanks.
Training.
Good morning, Anthony Masuko, Training Specialist. Just a quick reminder, please refer to page 20 of the IAP for your training message. Before you demo, please come validate your training record with the training specialist. You'll bring a couple of things with you, a task book evaluation record and a 225. If you're being recommended for qualification, make sure it's stated on your 225 recommended for qualification, and also bring the final evaluation page. CAL FIRE trainees, if you're initiated through the QMS system, make sure you place that request for feedback to your trainer. And then once they complete that evaluation, you'll come close out with us and validate that training record as well. Have a safe shift.
And now finance.
Good morning, Mike LaMonica, Finance Section Chief. We're noticing an uptick in emergency shift ticket errors. We ask that you utilize the IAP shift ticket example in the IAP and reach out with any questions. Thank you.
Information with our Public Information Officer.
Good morning, Jahida Zaragoza with Public Information. If you can please turn to page 23 of your IAP, I have some updated information for you. For acres, we are at 10,339. Containment, 78%. And total personnel, we have 1,938. If you or your crew get approached by the media or the public with any questions, please refer them to our media line located on top of your IAP, or the CAL FIRE webpage, or their link tree located on top of the public information page. Please familiarize yourself and your crew with the California media law and the CAL FIRE social media policy. If you or your crew are missing any items, please come find us at the front of base camp across from supply. We have lost and found there. If your crew would like to send any letters or are expecting any packages, we have mailing services also at the PIO trailer. Please come find us. Thank you and have a good shift.
And now closing comments with our Unified Incident Commanders.
Good morning, Lieutenant Portinga with Calaveras County Sheriff's Office. I want to thank you again as things wind down for the fire, for your teams continuing to come out and help the citizens of Calaveras County. Thank you, Team 6, for the continued coordination on things. I do want to point out over the last few days, we've had some things that have popped up just outside of, not related to the Gann fire. And you guys have been quick on your toes to get out there and help us resolve those fires as well. So we do appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Good morning, Jeremy Gagne, one of your Unified Incident Commanders. Today you heard that our management objectives have changed. However, our mission has not, and that is to get this community and the Tuolumne Calaveras unit back to normal. Today, I need you to focus on the task at hand and know your work assignments. I also need you to be ready for change. As you have heard, fire behavior has increased throughout the state of California and throughout the West Coast. So as the new assignments may be coming your way, it is important and imperative that you are ready to execute them. With that, have a good, safe shift and get to work. Thank you.
All right, a few follow-ups. Please attend your branch and division breakouts along the front of the stage. Unassigned resources, come meet at the side of the stage with the resource unit leader. Our next cooperators meeting will be at 1000 hours, planning meeting at 1800 hours, and our next operational briefing will be back here tomorrow morning at 0700 hours. Have a safe shift.